Hey y'all, welcome back. It is me, BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to a kind suggestion. This one is to Bill Maher, rhymes with jar. This is New Rule, the next Democratic star from Real Time with Bill Maher. Maher. Why do I still, like, when I say his full name, I want to say Bill Maher, but it's Bill Maher. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. I'm going to get my life together, guys. It's been a while. Just bear with me.
And finally, new rule to everyone who's been stopping me lately and asking, Bill, if by some weird fluke Stephen A. Smith doesn't run for president, who are we going to get? Well, I'm going to tell you. But first, a word from common sense. The Democratic Party's current approval rating is 21%, which is only slightly more popular than Kanye's swastika shirts. Maybe that's why, according to a new Gallup poll, 45% of Democrats want the party to move to the center, which is up 11 points from 4 years ago. Now, whenever a political party finds a real star president, the other side always says, well, we have to find our Bill Clinton, our Reagan, our Obama. Well, the Democrats need to find their Trump. Not the authoritarian part, but the part where a politician bonds with everyday Americans because he talks like them. And
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
The good news for Democrats...
He's not wrong. I mean, say whatever you want. There is a huge disconnect between the Democratic Party and the people. They've gone so far away from what, like, an everyday American desires for their life, that people will and will continue to identify, relate to, see something in Donald Trump. Whereas maybe 10 years ago, those same people would have never thought they would look at Donald Trump and what he says and what he does, not his policies, but this man, and like relate to him. But they have nothing else to cling to. And I say this all the time in my videos as a Christian woman. I don't care if you believe. I do care, but it doesn't change who I am or what I do with my life. What you do with yours, it does not matter. But I beg you to find something to anchor to for the worst days, right? And I think that's what people are doing, is like they are putting their faith in something and someone and what this person is saying because they identify with it. It is a wild time to witness it, but it is exactly what is going on. The Democrats have got to get back to touching some grass, some reality, or there will be no, like, there's no redemption on the line for them right now. They gotta get back to touching some grass.
The good news for Democrats is they have that guy, and his name is John Fetterman.
Who? Never heard of this person.
After the election, instead of curling up in a ball, Fetterman went to Mar-a-Lago, where Trump assumed he was one of the guys from January 6th.
It tracks. It tracks.
And afterwards, Trump said, he's not liberal or conservative. He's just a common sense person, which is beautiful. And that's the kind of gay adjacent respect Trump usually reserves for Putin.
Firing him up.
Trump and Fetterman actually have a lot in common. They're both plain-spoken anti-elitists who come from money, married exotic immigrant ladies, went to Ivy League schools, and aren't afraid to take on their own party. And when the wind catches Trump's hair just right, they're both 6'8". Look, here's the thing. Voters aren't really savvy about...
This guy, it seems to be, as far as his his appearance is like the Adam Sandler version of Donald Trump. Like, he does not care about what he's wearing. That's an interesting breakdown that he just gave someone who has never heard of this gentleman. Am I living under a rock? Probably. But that's why I love this content, because I learned so much from it and you guys. Yeah, he's like hoodies and basketball shorts. All right, let's keep going. I like it.
Look, here's the thing. Voters aren't really savvy about the issues, but they do have made it clear what is important to them. Authenticity, balls, and charisma. Trump has that package, and so does Fetterman. He's only been a senator 2 years, and he's already more famous than most of his colleagues.
Wow.
Quick, I dare you to name this sad-looking lady from Washington State who's been in the Senate for 30 years. You can't teach charisma or balls. Fetterman is that rare Democrat who's not afraid to put the woke nonsense peddlers in his own party in their place, saying things like, wanting a secure border and realizing that it was out of control. That doesn't mean you're a xenophobe or a racist. He's been...
This is, right? This is just flatline common sense. This is just someone who sees problems, call them for what they are, doesn't need to address a side, and wants to do something about it. It is really my biggest pet peeve, like pain, that we all get so caught up in right, left, red, blue, Republican, Democrat, instead of just looking at the common sense of it all. Because the common sense unites us. Dare I say, is that a hot take?
That it was out of control. That doesn't mean you're a xenophobe or a racist. He's been unequivocally pro-Israel, as are most Americans, and when pro-Palestinian protesters showed up at his home, he went up on the roof and waved an Israeli...
I disagree with that. I don't think most Americans are pro-Israeli. I don't think that. I just want y'all to know I don't think that.
Palestinian protesters showed up at his home. He went up on the roof and waved an Israeli flag.
His home looks like a bunker.
Says the 4 words that strike fear in the heart of every Republican who wants to hang on to power. I am not woke. That's why Trump won, not because Americans were clamoring for tariffs on margarita mix. Going where the American people are on crime and immigration, gosh, it's so crazy it just might work. See, that's how you get these things called votes. And
the sarcasm.
And once you do, you can take office. I know it's more fun to make memes.
It's funny, but it's not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is so perfectly written. Shout out to his writers. But this is not funny. How, like, stupidly real this is.
Memes of Trump sucking Elon's toes, but...
Y'all know I keep saying it. I don't understand this one right here. This relationship...
But John Fetterman doesn't play that game. He says, I don't give a fuck. I left all my fucks in my other pants, and I don't wear pants.
Adam Sandler.
But you see, again, like Trump, Fetterman understands the value of having a distinctive look, a brand. Trump,
Carhartt,
with his yellow top and 4-foot rayon red tie, mimics the colors that every fast food franchise... It's true.
nailed it.
Every fast food franchise knows this, that for some reason it gets people excited. Who knows why it works, but it does. And I think Fetterman's look works for him. It's a look that says, I'm just like you. I've given up. John's the only person in America who goes to CVS for the clothes.
Oh, my gosh. He's got on a Steelers beanie. Am I to believe he's a senator in Pennsylvania? Is that right? I'm just literally using context clues because, again, I have no idea. I am now informed, and I'm now going to go do some research on this gentleman. I like him. And I believe that he may be exactly what the Democratic Party needs. There has to be, I mean, although Trump is in his last tenure of office, there has to be an answer if, there's going to be any fight, I guess, for the Democratic Party in 4 years.
Fashion. When the fashion police see him, they say, we're going to need backup. And there's something else Fetterman and Trump have in common.
Is he really like 6'8"?
Brain damage. Okay, all right. Neurological issues. Trump has the whole malignant narcissism thing that makes it difficult for him to distinguish between reality and whoever's kissing his ass. And Fetterman has had a stroke and been hospitalized for depression and needs a special speak and say device to communicate. He's legally a disabled person, which is actually great news for the Democratic ticket because, okay, look, I don't just have the top of the Democratic ticket. I'm also going to throw in the best bottom the Democrats have, Pete Buttigieg. Yeah. Remember Mayor Pete? He used to be everyone's favorite boy genius from Indiana. Well, he's all grown up now. And he, too, seems to be trying to send a message that he wants to join the reality wing of the Democratic Party. A month ago, he stopped posting his pronouns. And Pete now says that liberals would do better, quote, if we were more serious about the actual values and not caught up in vocabulary.
Ding, 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 ding. I don't care what you identify as. You could identify as a freaking tree. Are you a good human? Are you doing any good? I don't care. This is it. This is it.
If we were more serious about the actual values and not caught up in vocabularies and trying to cater to everybody only in terms of their particular slice of combinations of identities.
And what they can do for their office or their party.
Fetterman's problem is he doesn't check any box for gender or race, which could hurt him in getting the nomination. John, are you sure you don't have any Latino blood? How does Juan Fetterman sound? So let me suggest this. Since Fetterman checks the disabled box and Pete is gay, can we just, for the sake of the next election, say that on the intersectionality conversion chart, gay plus disabled equals one person of color? Could...
Cancel each other out.
I think it's a great ticket, especially since Pete has lately been finding the strength to say things like Democrats should stop, quote, making people sit through a training that looks like something out of Portlandia. Out of Portlandia, where did he get that line? The entire Democratic Party has become a Portlandia sketch.
Well.
Oh, I'm not mad. Please, steal all my jokes. I'm going to actually get somebody elected.
Oh. Some of you have very strong opinions about Mr. Maher, rhymes with jar, but I like him. I like it. So I gotta say, let me know what you gotta say in the comments. Keep it kind or skedaddle. Go and have the day you deserve, guys. Bye.